Hello. Today we're going to show you how to make cauliflower rice as a low-sugar alternative to normal rice. Unlike typical rice, cauliflower rice won't spike your blood sugar. This is an easy low-carb alternative dish, which is perfect for diabetics and Weight Watchers. It's an amazing way to add extra veggies into your weekly diet too. It's so good, you'll never have to eat routine rice again. So, keep watching and discover a really flavorsome, diabetic-friendly food. Cauliflower rice looks a lot like normal rice and has a similar texture. It works well with a lot of different recipes and is great for adding more volume to your meals. The good news is, 1 cup of cauliflower rice has double the amount of fiber, compared with regular rice. This means it releases sugar far more slowly compared with ordinary rice. It's also a top addition to a plate because it provides more nutrient density. There's 3 ways you can make cauliflower rice. 2 of them require a food processor and 1 uses a box grater. The food processor is going to be less effort. A box grater tends to take a little more work. All 3 of these techniques are quite easy though. So, no worries if you don't have a food processor. Now, let's crack on after already washing the cauliflower. Begin by chopping off the stem. Then divide the cauliflower in half. This will reveal the thick core, which can be quite tough and difficult to digest. Therefore, we're going to remove it by using a knife to cut a wedge from the middle. Afterwards, you can just cut the cauliflower into generous pieces. Now it's time to grab a grater. Look for the side with larger holes and get grating. But, remember to be aware not to injure your fingers. The final look and feel of a box grater on the cauliflower is very similar to cooked rice. Now, what about a food processor? Well, there are 2 ways you can go. The prep of the cauliflower is the same, but this time you need to chop the pieces smaller to accommodate them in a processor. Take these florets and put them into the processor. Here we are going to use a finer grater blade. Be prepared to leave enough space so the processor can be fed and shred effectively. Put the lid back on, and in about half a minute, you will have a lovely rice look and texture to the cauliflower. If you like the finish and feel of quinoa or couscous, then this is definitely a technique for you. Now the third mode of prep involves using a larger grater blade. Like before, cut the florets into smaller portion sizes. So now they can fit okay in the processor. The final effect on the vegetable here is little like some mozzarella cheese which has been shredded. Remember, all of these options for cutting up a cauliflower are fine. You just have to use what you like and what's to hand. Okay, so here comes the cooking bit. We need to get a good-sized frying pan over a medium-high heat. Introduce some olive oil to cover the base. Then tip the ingredients into the pan. Season with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Stir and make sure the flavors are spread evenly. Keep doing this for about 6 to 8 minutes until the rice seems to be cooked through. Look for the signs of steaming and wait for the color to become less white. Now we can take the flavors to new highs with the addition of any herbs or spices you like. Some ginger and soy sauce works wonders. Here we're using some chopped spring onion pieces. But there are tons of combos you can throw together with this dish. Try fish, shrimps, beef and chicken, they're all great additions. Tell me your particular favorite and where you can take this recipe in the comments section. I'd love to hear about your ideas.